What's going on? My name is Francis, and if you're new to this channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell because I post a new video every single day. If you want to go a little bit deeper, then consider applying for a free consultation that's in the description box of this video because I do powerful one-on-one sessions. What we're going to be talking about in this video is how to be yourself. Because a lot of people don't know how to authentically express themselves for who they truly are. But the interesting thing about this is that how do you actually truly express yourself if who you are on the outer level is continually changing? Because think about it, who you are right now is not going to be who you are in 5 years. Your beliefs are always changing, right? And your opinions are always changing. Everything about you is continually in a state of change. And so if you attach to this, like let's say you're a shy person and you attach that label unconsciously, that identity that you've created for yourself of being shy, and you tell that person to just be themselves, well, they're gonna try to uphold that image of being a shy person. And so the key here is to actually know who you are on a deeper level beyond the conditioning of your past. Because seriously, how can you be, who is yourself? How can you be yourself if yourself is, these beliefs that you got are literally from the outside world. The beliefs you have, the thoughts of who you are, the thoughts of who you think you are not actually who you are. You are not your thoughts. There's something a lot deeper that goes along with who you actually are, how to be authentically who you are, without any filters, because the filters imply some kind of conditioning from the past. Being who you truly are in the present moment without actually identifying with some kind of a label of who you think you are is really the true way to be who you are, because it's not involving the conditioning of the past or something that you attach to. Because once again, if you consider yourself to be a shy person and you're just acting yourself, well then you're just going to be a shy person. But then let's say that's not who you are, because you can train yourself to actually become more confident with 6 months of training your social skills, right? So then how is that who you are? To a certain extent, it is who you are on the outer level. What I'm telling you is that there's a deeper essence to who you are that actually transcends any conditioning or any labels of who you attach yourself to be. Any label that you attach yourself to is not actually who you are. Okay, so what is that thing? What's that true essence of who you are? It's simply the awareness that is in the background of all things. Okay, some people call it consciousness, some people call it awareness. You don't really need to attach the word either, because that's nothing more than another word to try to explain something deeper. What I'm pointing you to is a deeper essence to who you are, right? It's a deeper essence to who you are that cannot be communicated using words. It's simply the awareness that's happening in the background, in the background of all forms that we usually attach to without realizing that there is that awareness. Because when I started meditating every single day 3 years ago, what I found is that I don't need to attach to my thinking, but I can simply be the awareness of those thoughts and not attach to them. And then I started to become aware of certain thought patterns that I told myself about myself, like, I'm not confident, or I'm shy, that's just how I am, not realizing that literally these are conditioned labels that have nothing to do with who I am. When you're born, you naturally have confidence. It's only when you get that conditioning of I'm a shy person that you attach that label and you think that's who you are. But then how do you get rid of these labels? Because who you are, this is really tricky territory here, because literally who you are can continually change if you improve yourself. And so when it comes to being your authentic self, how can you stay authentic if, what does that mean, authentic? What is authentic, right? Because you're always changing. So the key here is to simply be aware of the awareness, because in the awareness of those patterns, you can notice, okay, here's who I am right now on the outer level, but that can always change. And on the being level, you're gonna start to integrate new parts of yourself as you develop awareness. And so knowing the true essence of who you actually are, shifting your identity from thoughts and feelings and emotions and your body, shifting the identity to just simply the awareness, what can happen is now you're kind of free to play any role that you want. You're free to play any role that you want. If you want to play the role of a shy person, go ahead. You want to play the role of a confident person, go ahead. But you understand that these are all just roles that we're playing that are attached to the story that we tell ourselves about who we think we are, which is not actually who we are. Who we are is the awareness that's happening in the background that we don't have to attach to. But then when you simply have the awareness and you find out who you truly are, now who you are on the outer level you can pick who you want to be. Completely up to you. You can rewrite your story. You can rewrite the story of who you want to be. You want to be an artist? Go ahead. You want to be a daily YouTuber? Go ahead. You want to, help people in whatever way possible? You want to be a confident person? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you want to become. But the point is you don't attach to the labels and you understand that at a deeper essence, you simply are the awareness of the story, not the story itself. But if you attach to the story, you're going to be forced to relive that story every single day. But the story is nothing more than a story in your mind that we are attached to. A lot of us tend to be unconsciously attached to our thinking without even realizing it. And so this is forcing us to be in a loop of repeating the same emotions and the same patterns and being stuck in this ego identity that really is falsely created by the mind. We're attached to who we think we are, and that's not who we really are. Okay, sure, it might sound repetitive, but do you know who you actually are? Seriously. Seriously, who are you? Are you your thoughts? Are you your thoughts, okay? So you start to investigate this a little bit. You can realize that you are free to rewrite your story to be who you want to be. But the way to rewrite your story is first to have the awareness of the current story that you're playing in your head. So that's why it's important to know the awareness that's happening in the background. Learn how to simply observe your thoughts and not attach to them. Because in the awareness of those thoughts, you can actually let go of the thoughts that don't serve. In other words, in the awareness of the story that you tell yourself about who you think you are, you can actually let go of that story and choose to rewrite it. Change your self-image. Okay, Aaron Doughty always talks about self-image, and I'm starting to realize this on an incredibly deep level, because when you change who you think you are on the outer level, when you change your self-image, what can happen is your whole life will begin to completely shift. But it all starts with becoming extremely present to the moment, because when you become present to the moment, in other words, when you simply have awareness of the unconscious thought processes without attaching to them, you learn how to observe your thoughts, realize that you are not your thoughts, but you are simply the awareness that is behind the thoughts. What can happen is now you can actually rewrite your story. Now you can actually rewrite that story of who you think you are and stop attaching to any role. Because when you find the formless part of who you are, which is the awareness, you can actually change the form. You can change the role. We're all just playing a game in life, okay? It's all just a game. We're literally living in this game reality where you can pick and choose who you want to be. You are the creator of your reality. You can literally write your own story. You can write your own story of who you think you are. But the first step is to become present in the moment and actually have awareness of that story so that you can let go of the old story, rewrite the thought patterns. Okay, and this literally connects to everything. If you want to manifest something in your life, what story are you telling yourself? What vibration are you on? What story are you telling yourself about who you think you are that is giving you negative emotions and feelings because you have a false image, a false self-image of who you think you are? And to a certain extent, it's not false. You're just unconsciously attached to it, creating a self-image of who you think you are that doesn't have to be there. You can literally pick and choose a better self-image that will give you higher vibrational emotions, feeling much better, okay? So the awareness is the key here. You have the awareness, now you can actually be yourself. Now you can actually rewrite your story and become who you wanna be. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. If you like this kind of content, then consider hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. You gotta hit that notification bell because that's the only way to see the videos that I post every single day. Okay, every single day I post a new video, every single day. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, then consider applying for a free consultation that's in the description box just by hitting the website. And I do powerful one-on-one sessions, so just consider applying for a free consultation. Have yourself a great day and see you in the next video.